Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 24-Hour Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin, and with me, as always, is Robert Lamb.
I'm still here. And we have a very special guest for this hour, brand new to the 24-Hour Podcast.
Hey!
Nicholas Ott.
Woo!
But also, he goes by Nick sometimes.
Yeah.
Whatever people call me.
That's fire, nice energy. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. How's it going, Nate?
How are you,
It's going good. It's going good. You know, I had, I was going to bring, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. I was going to bring a couple of pastries. I had some different dessert ideas, but I slept too late. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We have a lot of food over there that we
have not touched.
eaten.
Yeah.
And it's been sitting there for a long time.
Pastries, is that your profession? Is that what you do?
No, I'm in finance, so to try and not think about work, I cook.
What do you do in finance?
He doesn't want to think about work, and you're asking him about it.
I'm a bank manager, so I understand.
No, I mean, the company is a clearinghouse, so they're kind of an intermediary between banks that are like trading securities and stuff.
Right. We don't deal in securities, so you wouldn't deal with us, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of the normal office stuff.
Gotcha.
Meetings,
Office stuff.
reports, and
Cool.
all of that.
TPC reports and you
nothing
gotta,
kills your mojo
Exactly.
quite like reports.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why, and also I'm pretty cheap, so my wife likes to go out to eat.
Yeah.
And so to avoid that, I go, okay, what restaurant would you like to eat at?
And then you
What
make
would you order
something.
there?
Yeah.
All right, I'll make that.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
then we just stay in.
So who's your guy that you go to
Who's your guy?
if you say, oh, this is what I want, let's say she says beef Wellington, like Gordon Ramsay's well known for doing beef Wellington.
Right.
So who's your guy that you would prefer to watch because you like his style? Or her style?
Yeah,
Really,
come on, Jack.
Tasty, I think, is usually my go-to
Tasty.
because it's super easy.
Quick,
they
yeah.
make it quick and simple, and it always tastes good. Although they make it look too easy sometimes. Like I'll do some of the things that they do. Like this did not.
They
turn out
time jump
anything
on
like
you a
that.
lot, and they
Yeah.
don't tell you how this got to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I'll just look up like all kinds of stuff. All right, here's the main ingredients that they're using, and then I'll just try and make it my own a little bit.
Munchies recently has been my favorite one. I don't know the young lady's name, but she's very good. She taught me how to make fried rice, which once I figured that out, I just got to walk and...
You could do all kinds of things with fried rice. Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
The secret to make it fried rice, I was like, this is so stupid easy. I'm angry.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You take
what?
rice
This is
and
it?
you fry it.
Damn.
Who would have thought?
You make rice as you normally would, then you put it in the wok with a specific sauce and just let it cook for what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
You got fried rice.
There you go.
And then you add whatever the hell you want.
Like peas?
Yep.
I don't add peas personally, but
I generally don't either, but
Yeah.
you could. Yeah, lots of people do.
broccoli, got plenty of options.
Nice.
But no, I try to
Solid.
make like weird stuff. Like I have a burger that I make, and the buns are made out of ramen noodles. So you take ramen and you make it normally,
Right.
and then you freeze it a little bit so it gets a little bit harder, and then you fry it. So you have like the buns are crispy ramen, but the inside of the ramen bun is still soft, gooey ramen.
So
That's
how
nice.
do you get that to hold up on a frying pan?
Yeah, so that's where you got to freeze it. Yeah, you make ramen normally, you drain it, then you put it in the freezer, and then you can kind of mold it a little bit like dough. You put it in the freezer for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And then you just fry it on high heat in some oil.
High heat makes sense.
High heat.
And what do you put on the burger? Now, do you make another question? Do you put the seasoning in your ramen before you put it in the?
Yeah.
Do you make beef ramen or
Yeah. So usually it's a chicken just because, I don't know, we're simple.
to each their own?
We're simple
Yes,
folk.
yeah.
We're just simple folk.
simple people.
Just trying to get by.
I want to see the next medieval movie. It's like, we're going to raid your town. We're simple folk with chicken ramen. Please,
Not here.
Like a lady's running away with packets of top ramen.
Yeah. And a baby in the other hand.
That one's got a beef. Get her.
That one's got shrimp.
They all chase her with their battle axes.
She just drops it reluctantly.
The baby, not the ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pablo.
We can always make another.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes is from Kung Pao Enter the Fist. You ever see that movie?
Yes. That with
Bob Odenkirk? Not Bob.
no, it's Steve Odenkirk. Steve Odenkirk.
And there's this woman who this baby it's like really slapstick.
So cute.
Yeah, so cute. Bye-bye. It throws him down a fucking mountain.
Because a baby rolls down a hill and she sees it and it lands at her feet. So she picks it up. She's like, so cute. She walks to the other side of the road and then lets it roll more.
I just put in Kung Pao baby rolling down a hill.
Yeah.
I want to put it right here.
Go ahead.
Right here. So he jumps out of this burning building.
Yeah, rolls down the hill.
And he rolls down. I hate the sounds of baby crying. That was created by Satan.
Damn.
Then it's going to roll down this hill. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh. Listen to the sound the baby makes.
And
then you think this is the heartwarming moment where this woman is going to come find this baby and be like, "Oh my god, let me come rescue this child and make it my own."
Yep. She's like, "No." It's still rolling.
Oh, she's going to save him.
There it is. Right.
So cute.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So a little context, is that a comedy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up. It's like really goofy comedy.
Yeah, slapstick.
I watched it came out when I was in high school, and I went and saw it in theaters, and I was actually dying laughing, I was crying laughing.
There's a
hard.
scene in that movie that is one of those, Hot Rod has one of them too, but this movie, there's a scene where the bad guy stands in the middle of town,
and
he
hit
has
him?
5 guys attack
my
him with
God.
these sticks, and they're hitting the shit out of him, and he's just standing there taking it.
Yeah.
And so the protagonist is like, I have to see if I possess this special skill. And basically 5 guys beat the fuck out of him.
They just
and
keep
he's
it, and
just
he falls down.
He can't hang. So eventually they're just hitting it unconscious.
Yeah,
body.
he's like, don't do anything until I throw you off with my incredible
dramatically,
straight.
and request a towel.
Yeah, but they keep hitting him, and then they're like, he's not throwing us off. And they just keep hitting him.
No. So at the end, he's like, they're beating the shit out of him. He's unconscious. They just basically show his unconscious body
just
moving back and forth. And they go, he did say something about throwing us off his body.
And they lay down on him.
And they lay down on him.
And he doesn't
He's
move.
not moving. And one of the guys goes, okay.
You can throw us off now. And they're like, he's pretty still.
Do you think he wants his towel?
Yeah, he's pretty still. Maybe we should go. Don't tell mom. And they all run away. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but that scene in particular where they beat the shit out of him. He's like,
They were supposed to make a sequel to that movie. Never did.
Nope.
Oh, well. That shit happens.
They got it right the first time.
Yeah, it's fine. You can't make it any better. You know what I mean?
No.
Can't expand on that story. That stupid story.
We found all we needed to find.
Yeah.
And that's
all the stuff you get. Actually, a lot of that movie was old footage of an old
it's Tiger Crane something, School of the Tiger Crane.
Yeah, and all they did was dub a lot of it or implement him into where the
so the protagonist of that movie, they just superimposed Steve Odekirk's head on top of it.
Yeah, it was really weird, but funny. It's so weird.
Movie's insane. Every time one of the other protagonists, every time he runs, his shoes squeak.
Yeah, they just added noises
again with the squeaky shoes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so dumb.
It's a good movie though.
I like it. That's just me. Anyways,
yeah.
No, should we do the questions?
We should.
I mean, we might as well.
Have you seen any of the live streams of the stuff that we did?
He just woke up.
I have not.
It means nothing. We've been here for 24 hours.
That's true. He wasn't asleep for 24 hours.
He wasn't like Dracula upside down, as far as I know.
As far as you know.
What was that?
What?
Anyway. Oh, the chair.
It's been squeaking the whole day and night.
Yeah, so I'm going to say a category, I guess. And you are going to give us the answer that best describes you
as a person.
Okay. So this isn't like word association first thing.
No. He's just going to give you a category, and you're going to say
to
pick
guess.
thing,
and if it's something that's too difficult, just pick your favorite and move on.
Yeah.
But it's 5 5 categories.
Technically
First
6,
one.
but we're going to go 5, and then I'll throw in the 6th one because he doesn't
Don't-
like the 6th one, but I'm going to do it. We'll do the 6th one.
Okay. Color.
Green.
Green. Hey.
Okay, wait.
Bingo. That
So
was
that's
mine
3
too.
greens now.
3 greens.
You, Nick. Who
One
was the
other
other
person.
one? Yeah, I don't remember.
Me, Nick, and
The other person.
If you're listening-
If they were really important, I'd remember them. You know what I mean?
So green is for you too then.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
but it's not the
Why is it
number
for you?
one.
I think it's just fresh. Makes you feel
Fresh,
Right.
like fresh broccoli,
like nature, pine
fresh
trees.
tree. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Evergreens. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
red's still in the lead though.
Month.
December.
Why?
My birthday.
Yep.
Everybody says that.
Christmas.
Okay,
New
that's
Year's
good, though.
Eve.
That's been a very
Really
common answer.
quick.
It was mine too. Mine was March, but that's because it's my birthday.
How far is your birthday from Christmas? Like how many days?
11 days.
Does that suck or no?
No. There's no way. That's 11 days. That's enough time to get the birthday going.
Is it?
I would think.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have that birthday.
Yeah, it's like just long enough to where like my immediate family would still give me gifts for my birthday and then later for
And
Christmas.
for Christmas.
Not say just wait till Christmas.
yeah,
right,
we'll
yeah,
fill it
nah.
all out.
Here's some socks. We'll get back to you.
yeah. See you next Christmas.
Yeah.
But plus in Florida, like it's so hot, and honestly, it's still pretty hot in December. But
It is. It's only cold in like February for 1 week.
yeah.
Okay, so that's month.
Yeah.
Animal.
No. Yeah, okay. Animal.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
Like
I didn't know we had an order for
We
these.
do.
like species or a specific like an individual
Specific
animal.
Yeah, for me, I picked a specific animal. So did you.
Yeah, I picked a sea
I'm
lion.
gonna say my dog, Winston.
Your dog.
Yeah.
That is specific
That's
dog.
that's what I meant. Like
very
that is an
specific.
individual.
Not only is
Only
it like
one of
his
those.
type of dog,
Being.
it's that dog. Why
Yeah.
why your dog? Because you treat him so well, so you're like,
Well,
I'll
like-
be treated well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, so what's my favorite, or what
It's-
animal would I be if I
but
had to be an
It's
animal?
best describes
yeah, what
you.
like describes you as a person.
Oh, gotcha.
What animal describes you as a
Ooh.
person? That's weird to say.
I may have to come back to that one.
Let's go
Okay.
back to that one.
We'll come back.
Food.
Oh, this one's gonna be
What
tough.
food
a tough
best
one.
describes me as a
And
person?
being a cook too. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We're
It
hitting
only
you with
gets harder after this.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It only gets. There's only
That's
one more.
tough. Yeah.
only one
no,
more.
I'm gonna say probably like I'm gonna say a burger.
Yeah.
Burger. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Somebody
Because
else said burger. I think one other person. That's it.
I try to.
You know what's
dabble-
surprising? It is only one other person of all the guests. we
Yeah,
have
I'm
that said
surprised there
burger.
wasn't more. Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to dabble in like all
Like
kinds of
gourmet burgers.
all
and stuff.
kinds of different aspects of life, I guess. Like
Okay.
trying to experience different experiences, and I feel like a
Right.
burger, you have a base, and then you can really make it into
Anything.
anything you want. You can
Right.
make it a tortilla burger, you can make it a gourmet burger, it can be
Yeah.
a microwave burger if you're lazy. Like,
It doesn't even have to be a beef burger.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, exactly.
something else. Yeah,
A turkey burger, anything.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Makes sense. That's a good one.
gotta be malleable.
All right, you want to hear the next one?
Or do you want to go back to animal?
I'm gonna have a hard time with animal.
All right, so we'll do. Let's just go movie.
Movie.
A movie that describes you.
Oh my god.
You want to go back to animal?
Yeah, now you want to go back to animal.
Oh, that is really difficult.
Yeah.
These are really good interview questions.
I picked
It's
Big
hard.
Lebowski for myself.
Yeah, I picked The Graduate
You picked The Graduate.
just because I'm kind of like the main character. That's why I picked him.
Okay.
oh my.
I mean, my favorite movie is
Specific
Jurassic
to
Park,
you,
but
too.
I
It
just
could be
went
whatever
to
reason you want. You want to say Herbie
Holy
Fully Loaded?
cow.
Go right
yeah.
ahead.
If you like that one,
I'm usually not very good at
Or Fast
even
Five.
remembering like
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Fast
Oh
Five.
yeah.
Fast and
He
Furious.
goes, probably Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it's definitely Tokyo Drift. I can see myself
Yeah.
drifting a lot.
Actually, it's Land Before Time. I really identify with Petrie.
Land Before Time 4 when the T-Rex comes in.
Yeah,
Chomper.
for sure.
Chomper, whatever his name is.
It's the Matrix. I can fly, and
Matrix Reloaded.
Matrix?
Because you're on the highway
Which
a lot
Matrix?
fighting like twins.
I do have a long commute, so I do spend a lot of time on the highway.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah,
Matrix Reloaded.
That's the one.
Do you ever fight twins? Was it twins in that? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, the Ghost Twins.
Yeah, you ever fight ghost twins or just regular
ends up-
twins?
Morpheus kills them, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I fought a ghost twin or two.
Okay,
sure,
So then
for
Matrix Reloaded.
Matrix Reloaded. Yeah,
Solid.
I also had sex with Trinity, so
Nice.
you know, it's
That's a dead
That's-
giveaway.
yeah,
That's that right
yeah.
there.
Surprised it
seals
took you so long to get to that.
Yeah, that should have been
It
the
wasn't
number
a
one out the
memorable
gate.
session.
She was still in the leathers and like,
Yeah.
She refused to take it off.
He's like, well, you know, the multitude of zippers against my balls really was uncomfortable.
There was a lot of baby powder involved.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of squeaks. You're like, is that coming out of me? Let's go to animal.
All right, animal.
Animal. Let's circle back.
God dang. Man,
A man?
I mean, that is an animal, I guess.
That's it.
I mean,
Human.
Homo sapien.
Human. Nah, I mean, I don't know if it would be like a cop out, but like
Cop Out's the
chimp?
movie you're picking now?
It's whatever the hell you want.
A chimpanzee?
A chimpanzee, because you're 96%.
Why do you choose
Relate to the DNA.
Like they can be playful, they seem playful, they can be sociable, but honestly, when you see them in the zoo, they're usually just sitting there doing nothing.
But they also can rip your face off. They
And
did
they-
that to
and
that
they
one
without
lady.
without
Yeah.
skipping a beat?
Yeah.
Mine was silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna
he
say that,
looks
but
like
I'm
one.
not like big and hairy enough for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Chimps.
Not that I'm calling you big and hairy, but
It's all right.
I mean,
just
it
for
seems
me
like you are.
personally.
It seems
see him
like
throw
you
the
are.
wink at
I mean,
me.
that
Not
was-
that
yeah.
I'm calling you that.
But you are.
I'm kidding.
Obviously. And then the last one, song.
You don't have to answer that.
That's the one that's part of it now. We've asked everybody. That's the one.
We have asked
Like,
everybody.
he just
and
keeps
everybody
trying to
have been
deny
like,
it.
you don't have to answer this. And they're all like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll do
It's
it.
so good.
Which one? Oh.
I don't know if it describes me, but a song that I've really been listening to a lot is "Blinding Lights" by The Weeknd. I feel like it's got such a good kind
I know
of
The Weeknd,
80s
but I don't know if I
vibe,
know that one.
80s vibe kind of beat, but it does describe a little bit because I used to spend a lot of time like driving late at night, and that's kind
Right.
of the scene for the.
It's a good
song.
driving song.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's a really good driving.
Is that a
song.
newer song?
I thought it came out this year, but it actually came out 2019, like November.
I probably have heard
How
it.
about I just discovered Little Dicky a couple months ago? He's
Hey.
been out since
Little Dicky.
2015.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
I just described. Yeah.
So
6 months ago
I
for me,
listen
maybe.
to like a lot of Lamb of God, a lot of heavier stuff like that. And I've recently, we love Chris Stapleton, who's a very bluesy guy. I pick him all the way. But I like to think I listen to all the genres except for smooth jazz. Kenny G
Really?
sold out and lost me.
No good?
Yeah, no.
See, for me, it's like
I started hearing him at
factions.
elevators all over. I was like, Kenny, what are you doing?
I mean, I get it. I just
Don't sell your art for a buck. In an
like the thing is, I
elevator.
like certain types of rap, but not all rap.
Yeah.
Like I like
Right.
also like hip hop and stuff like that. But there's like mumble rap and all that. Like Nicki Minaj. Like I can't listen to
No.
that stuff.
I like when rap has like a message behind the song,
Right.
like
Thank you.
atmosphere.
That's what
Yeah,
what
yeah, I like
lost
that.
me in rap was all the times that
It was just about, like-
I specifically single. I know there's a ton that do it, but I single out Lil Wayne, who was always like, "I'm this like this, I'm this like this, I have this much money." Blah blah. I was like,
Little simile
lost
heavy.
me, man.
little
Lost
simile
me.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll even say that with country, I like a lot of older country, and I don't really like the poppy country, like the newer like.
Well, that's so for that. It's all the country artists I like. I would almost double them as blues artists.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like the like either southern rock or like a little bit more bluesy,
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's like different.
It's a good one.
I like to say I listen to most stuff, even metal. I'll listen to some metal, but I don't really like I'm not really into like Slipknot and like that kind of stuff. Like
I
that
like
really
Slipknot a lot.
I mean, I don't mind some of their songs. Just like it's not like an everyday thing. Like
Right.
every once in a while I'll listen to it.
My playlists are out there. Like it'll be like Frank Sinatra,
Yeah, I know.
followed by Every Time I Die,
Yeah.
and then Daft Punk.
Yep.
Like it's everywhere.
Colby Calais is on my list for a while if I'm trying to relax and chill out a little bit. Her voice is insane, man. I like her.
I like mixing up like my playlists. Like that's like anything from like I'll even listen to like old big band stuff like Benny Goodman and Glenn Miller and shit. But like I'll mix that in with newer stuff.
So
Like
a really
anything.
good Spotify station that we found on accident is called Intro to Street Band, and it has it's being played by like street bands like you would see on like maybe the streets of New Orleans, or like if you've been to Busch Gardens and they have that
Yeah.
street band that used to go through.
Yeah.
And they play contemporary covers, so the songs of contemporary songs, covers of contemporary songs in the street band style. It's really neat.
That's pretty cool.
Check it out.
I do like that. It's kind of like a drum line when they're playing more popular songs. Mm-hmm. I do like that band. Every time you hear them, you just automatically start head bobbing, no matter
Yeah.
where you are in the park.
And they have a trumpeter that's just out there. Just seems so personable.
He's lost
get the crowd
in
in
that
there.
thing, man. Yeah, man.
Phone charged.
Officially.
I don't know if we're live streaming later, so
I don't.
want to.
You're running out of opportunity there, buddy.
We'll have to do it soon.
Yeah, 3:00 is next, and we have Mark coming.
So we got 3. Yeah,
3, 4, 5.
that's it.
We're almost there. We're at
So,
the end of the road.
Would you guys ever do this again?
If it made money,
It's got to be popular, like
Yeah.
really popular.
Yeah.
it's got to get. Well, now I will say this: while we were doing it and in posting about it, it has gotten a lot of love.
It
and a
has.
lot of interactions. I'll need to see the download numbers.
Yeah. I wanna see
Before
the
I'm like,
numbers.
let me do it again.
Right. So, where can people find this podcast? To
So
download it?
all of our podcasts you can find on YouTube,
Spreaker,
Spreaker, Spotify, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. But my favorite one is Spreaker.
It's
You can
easiest there, 'cause that's
yeah,
our
it's,
hosting
seriously,
site.
it's a little app, Spreaker. You type in 7 Lamb, and literally
But it's on
every
iTunes and
single
all that
one that
stuff,
we
yeah.
do is on there.
Yeah.
Is that the number 7 lamb?
LAMB.
Yeah. And this podcast, we've mentioned it a bunch of times, but it'll come out weekly because we have so many episodes. So we're going to release it weekly, but we're going to release the whole thing on Patreon for people who donate. So that way they can just listen to the whole thing and it'll be like a little,
Yeah.
they can listen to it all right now. Otherwise, everybody's going to have to wait 24 weeks. Every week
So
they'll
kind
get
of
an
like
episode.
the show 24, where they just do an hour.
Honestly,
Kinda.
this
Each
is
episode.
really close to like, I feel like together we're Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Together.
I've said this a lot since it happened, but like 3 episodes ago, it was just he and I.
Yeah, it was
Like,
just us two.
this is the closest we've come to actually passing out. And
I was laying
falling
down.
asleep.
He was like
I was,
kind of quiet.
like
and we're
doing
just,
this, and he would ask, like he'd ask a pointed question. I would just go, "Yeah,
yeah. And I'm
yeah,
like,
dude.
I'm like, Jack, help me out here.
Hey,
Just, I'm
man,
falling
what's
asleep.
your favorite animal?" And I'm like, "For sure."
But honestly, we've had a lot of guests either coming in or calling in or Skyping in
Oh, that's cool.
that there's only been 3 hours where we didn't, it was just me and him.
Like overnight.
Out of the 24 hours, only 3 hours where we didn't have at least someone calling in.
And
or,
the first time it happened, we were totally fine.
the first one was the first
Yeah.
hour.
Oh, okay. So
Really?
the second one, which was probably around 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
We
at night.
really were doing well on that one. We banged it out. We didn't run out of things to talk about. I ended up looking at my watch and going, "Oh man, here we go. We're good." But
But then from like midnight
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
till 11 a.m., we had people.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, all right, now it's just us.
Yep.
And then that
we'll be
was-
fine.
No. Actually, having guests like made it a lot easier.
Yeah. If we did not have the guests, we wouldn't have made it.
No, yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to just talk back and forth.
One thing I'm happy we didn't have to pull the trigger on was the hot sauce.
Yeah, we were going to do the hot
'Cause that
sauce
was
if
one
we
of those,
were
like, if we were
dying.
really dying and really
Like,
passing
well,
out,
balls
we're
or-
going to grab the
So
on
Nick-
your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
actually,
Nick
it's
was
just gonna
actually
take a
part of
little
it.
dab and give myself a prostate exam.
Nick does not like hot stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
Me neither.
So we-
no, I like heat for flavor,
Right, but not
Right.
where it's like
Not heat for the
crazy.
sake of heat.
not
Right.
heat just for the straight. Like heat extract, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. There's no way.
But
No.
there was a day where we went through the challenge and did
Yeah.
all the hot sauces. We brought like Chris brought a bunch, and then we just stacked them in a row. And it was really only the last like 3 or 4
Yeah.
that like really, and like the last 2 were Da Bomb and
worst.
Megadeth. Megadeth kicked his ass. Da Bomb hurts me more than Megadeth.
I literally had to go take a lap and walk around
He
the block,
walked
and
around,
I
you
just
left.
drooled like a zombie walking with my mouth agape around the block, drooling all over
It
the
was
just
street.
letting
bad.
your mouth water and
Yeah.
all of that just
Yeah.
flow out.
That's what my favorite thing though was fucking Nick, the other Nick, who he put way too much on that
yeah.
one piece of chicken, and when he ate it, it hit him, and then he like went into the cabinet. We had milk ready and stuff, but he couldn't find a cup. Just grabbed a bowl, poured himself some milk, and just lapped
it up
from
like
that
a little
bowl like a
cat.
little kitty. And I was like, "That shit is so hot. You're acting
Yeah.
like a cat right now." like that's how
I,
bad it was.
I think personally I've never been diagnosed with it. I think I've got a little bit of that IBS going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so,
So like
too.
if I
I
was
have
doing
that
that
too.
challenge, I'd be like, just hand me mine while I'm on the toilet because it's coming straight through me,
Yeah.
bud.
I was fine for a while. Like, I mean, it hit me. It was hot. You kind of bear with it, and then like you get over it. But then later on, a couple hours later, because we ended up hanging out afterwards. A couple hours later, then it was like for like 3 hours straight. I was like,
Yeah.
"This is not good." And it doesn't hurt coming out. It's just it hurts when it's in my stomach.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like that whole time. I'm just like,
Can
"Oh
give
my
you an
god."
ulcer or something like that.
That's-
I'm worried about
that's
too much
actually
of it.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was what, 2 months ago? That was in April.
It was right before
months
the
ago.
COVID. It was like
Yeah.
that week or a couple
Yeah.
weeks or something like that. Yeah. So it was a while, like at least 3 months ago, I think. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, that was
That'll wake you up.
That's why we were
what I'm
going to do
saying.
it.
Yeah.
So like we were like, if we really
a
start
good backup
dying,
plan.
let's put some of that hot sauce on something and just take a little bite because I know it wouldn't take much.
You got to do it like 22 Jump Street style, and you put it on your fingers and then put it in the other guy's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Down the throat.
All just deep throat each other like fucking.
Yeah, choking me with hot sauce.
Yeah. I put mine on my big toe.
It's called Megadeth for a reason.
Get it all the way down.
Yeah. We record that and somebody's like, oh, we're flagging this?
Yeah.
What is it?
This is just too much.
Someone describe what's happening.
We know it's
here.
not sexual, but it seems like it's a little
What
sexual.
what are we listening to? Like, I don't know, man. How hard are you?
It's like funny because you've recorded with us for a lot of like Will There Be Cakes and stuff like that. And normally we record in the studio, but we brought it out here just so we could have more room. And
That's
have,
such a good move.
for 24 hours. There's no way we could have stayed in
No.
that studio because it's too hot. But the couch does make it a little comfy sometimes where I'm like, man, I gotta like focus and sit up.
Yeah.
And also with the COVID, it's much better to have a
More open
broader
space
room
and yeah. For sure.
Being in there, I would have given us 4 hours.
Yeah, it would have been bad. It would have been really bad.
I think just get me hot to the uncomfortable part where I'm hot. And I'm like, no, I'm done. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care
Nothing's
about
worth
this.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was hot in here for a while, and then it kind of
Well,
it's
we
not too
had
bad now.
all the games on and the
people were
lights
playing.
and all that stuff going, and I was like, we need to turn this shit off because it's getting real hot.
And at one point we did have 7 people in here, but they were in the other room because it was like my friend brought his daughter and girlfriend, but they like went in the other room and
Right.
stuff. But it was still like I think that added some body heat.
So if you guys, I mean, I imagine most people have you done like the staying up for 24 hours? Obviously not a podcast, but
in my
just
life,
staying up, yeah.
Yeah, we taught like it's been probably like a decade for me since I've done it.
Really?
It's been a long time.
not since I was like
Maybe 8
16 or
years.
17
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
for a freaking laser tag thing back at a rec center I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do it too
And I
often.
remember being exhausted then. at 16 or
now.
17.
Yeah, and now it's just like way like 15 years
At
later.
this point, I've been up. So I woke up for all this around 11 o'clock. So I've
Right.
been up that long.
So you had already been up for a little while before starting
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So yeah. It's tough. Human body's weird when it gets no energy like that.
Yeah.
And I think the SEALs do it for like 3 days. I think they stay up for 3 days. Maybe they get an hour of sleep in between. But
Sea
that's
lions?
Hell
Insane.
Week or whatever.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that. And they not only do they stay up, but they take physical and exams, physical tests and
Right.
exams during that time to make sure their brains are still sharp.
Oh yeah.
I can't even imagine
That's
3
rough.
days.
That's rough.
Nuts.
Yeah. Don't you start hallucinating after a while?
Yeah, you do.
Yep.
I would never want to do that.
I've done like a day and a half. I had a 17-hour poker session once, which was awful.
Just
Just so bad.
Wait, at
But,
like a place you went to play poker
Yeah.
and just stayed there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But-
Was it a good day?
No.
That sucks.
I mean,
the
it
end of
was for like the first 12 hours, but then
you should have walked
you
away.
don't know how
You're
to
like,
play anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
All of a sudden, nothing's showing up for you.
Yeah.
You're just like tired and
Yeah.
no. Nah, honestly, I'm not too bad right now.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. It's solid.
Yeah, I mean,
Comes in
we're
waves.
there, man. I see the end in sight
Yeah.
right now, so I'm
And we actually
feeling
do
much
have
better.
some guests coming up, so we got people throughout, so that helps.
Yeah,
That
it
must have been
does.
difficult to secure guests and like, because
It's
I know
really
you,
weird.
you confirmed with me like 2-3 times, and I imagine you
Just
had
to
to do
make
that
sure.
with everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did have a couple people cancel, but not that many. And actually, most people have been early. We thought people would be. There's
Late.
only
So
a
we've
couple
had
that
only
were late.
2 people be
Yeah.
late.
Yeah,
Was Zoltan
and only like
and
Zoltan,
your
Who?
first guest, Caitlin.
Caitlin Spring.
Yeah,
she
she
was.
was late as well. But that's it.
Yeah.
All my folks were on time or early.
Okay. Hey, I told you, like some of my friends are late.
No, one of mine canceled was a no show.
Did he ever say that it was-
guys?
Like a no call, no show.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's not invited to podcast anymore. If you don't no call
His
no show,
podcast career is
it's done.
Yeah.
We'll make sure he's.
Well,
not even
he'll
on
never
any
be
of those.
listened to in this town again,
Never.
ever. And another one of my buddies, I called to confirm the day before, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you called. Yeah, I got something coming up. I'm out of town. Can I push till 5?" I was like, "So we're going from 6 to 6,
Yes.
and you want the 5 o'clock slot? Got it.
Like
Cool.
No.
No, he's cool. He went to go visit his family, but it's like, they're not thinking about it like we are. So
No, I know.
Right.
And for the most part, we've had a lot, and it's cool. We've had like people call in from like the UK. From,
that is cool.
Like a fan of ours from the UK. We had a couple other people from other other podcasts, movies, films with flicks call. Like, I mean, we've had people call in and just chat with us for like a few hours while we didn't have any guests actually in here.
Was it hard to
still
secure people for the overnight hours, for the witching hour?
We thought it was going to be, but it's
that
not.
was the easiest
I
part.
was going to say,
so weird.
I would be super down for if you need somebody for that next time.
Yeah.
There were so many people that were like, yeah, anytime after 11, I'm great. You just tell me how long you want me to be here.
Yeah, we had somebody
Really?
for 12, 1, 2, and then we talked to Trisha for 2 hours, and then like, and then my friend Brett was like, I'll be there at 6.
Yeah.
And Christina's like, I got 7. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting good. We got this.
We'll be here.
I got to think you've pretty much run the gamut on topics to talk about.
It is what it is. We've had some games. We've had some things to talk about.
And I feel bad. I should have saved like a food game for you.
It's all good. It's all good.
But then we get, questions. Like, just
That's
like
why we did the
yours.
questions like that way. Like
Gets
we can
people
ask you guys
Icebreaker.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about movies, music, video games. We tried to stay away from politics and religion.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because it's too heated and like.
Some of the cancel culture stuff, though, we talked about at length.
Yeah, but I think the cancel culture is actually kind of on both sides. So I don't think it's like.
I agree.
It's not like a one-sided thing. Like, there's parts of it on both sides and stuff. And for the most part, I think most people agree with it.
Yeah.
Like, agree, like, it's too much.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I don't know. But other than that, we've tried to stay away from that because we don't want to get into heat.
that's a good
especially
point.
when we're tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to get heated and be like, all right,
Definitely
enough.
can't.
Yeah,
communicate
that's
your
not gonna-
point
yeah.
in a way
Yeah.
that's accurate. Right. No, I was listening to a radio show the other day that's mostly middle, but it is left leaning, and they have a poll. And the poll was, do you think cancel culture's gone too far?
Right.
And even with that left leaning poll, it was still 65% yes. So I think you're right. Most people are like,
It's enough.
Yeah.
It's my whole thing, and again, not to get too deep into it, is just the fact that I feel like I skew pretty liberal with a lot of issues and stuff. But that is one thing that I feel like it's getting a little too much in the sense of people aren't. It's kind of like a black or white issue where it's just like you're either against it or for this, whatever it is.
nuances out the
and it's
window.
like, no, what about context? What about like what it is? What if it's a satire? What if it's whatever it is, or like somebody didn't mean it that way?
Right.
What if they apologize for saying something? It's like, no, like people just want it to end. Like,
or they
just
did mean
end
it that way specifically to draw attention to that.
Right. Like that's the
Right.
thing is they're bringing it about. Like there's just certain issues, and I think like especially in the art medium, because I'm a big movie lover and I love music and I love books and all that kind of stuff. I think at that point I don't want to see suppression of like people, people trying to express themselves because they get taken out of context or because something is offensive to one person or a couple people, and then it gets blown out of proportion, and it's like that's not what they meant. That's not what they were trying to do. Like that's. I'm kind of scared of that, but I know that it comes from a good place of inclusion,
Right.
Yeah.
to get everybody so that like we don't want to offend anybody. We want everybody to feel happy and free. And I'm like, there's always going to be somebody offended.
And
I feel.
and I think being offended is a healthy emotion sometimes that you need to, so you never know. You're never going to know where your line is until you cross it or somebody crosses it. So
And you need to be able to come to terms with that yourself. If something
Right.
offends you, you need to be able to know how to respond to that. Is it worth you saying something or doing something? Or is it just something that offends you and it's not really going to change? You can just walk away.
right.
That's my whole thing is I don't like the idea of I don't like this. I don't want anyone to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get my friends and everybody else to be on my side and get it out of just culture.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but is it really offensive or is it just kind of offensive to you and it's not really a big deal? And now you can literally, you don't like this movie because it's a comedy and it made fun of fat people or like there's a joke in there that you didn't like. Now you don't want anyone to see it.
Right.
And that's kind of scary to me.
Sure.
in the long run, because there are older movies that I like that I understand there is some racist connotations to them.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I think from a learning experience, it kind of shows the progress over time of how it's kind of like it's getting better. Because over time, if you look at the time of people, it actually is, I feel, really fast in this amount of time. In the past 100 years in industrialized countries, things are getting better. It's not perfect for everybody,
No.
but it's getting a lot better than it was for like 2,000 years when there was like serfdom and like all these people were treated bad and like there was no due process and like medieval times and kings and rulers and torture and all that kind of stuff. Like I think it is getting better. It's just we're not there fully yet, but
We'll never be there.
I don't think you'll ever be there.
No, it's an infinite game. It's not
Right.
something that we'll ever say, all right,
We got it.
Yeah,
we've beaten racism. We've
and
done
everyone's
it.
like,
that's it. Like, no,
go
there's
home, guys.
always going to be improvements that can be made. And
Right,
I
and
think
it's-
people need to understand that.
And things change and people don't like change, and it's kind of like it's going to happen. It's just like, how do you want things to change? And you want it to change for the better, but you don't want to stifle free speech. And there are things that I don't agree with, but like I don't have to watch that TV show if I don't agree with it.
right.
Someone else can watch it.
Right.
It's not necessarily, it's not like that bad. It's just I don't agree with their views. Fine. I don't watch it.
Right.
But I don't need to cancel it for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, not to trivialize it with a kind of funny simile, but like if there's an old dude in a Speedo on the beach, I don't really want to see that.
Right.
I might take a peek, obviously.
Obviously,
Right, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But that doesn't
You
mean
wanna
that
see it.
Just-
no
you gotta know
old dude should
how
be allowed
big
to wear
is it, right.
Speedos.
Right,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Just because it's not like your cup of tea doesn't mean that like it shouldn't be.
and I find that the older I get, the more inclined to wear a Speedo I actually am.
For
So
sure.
in a
right,
couple of years,
and you're like, now I'm going to be that
Yeah,
guy.
right. My
And-
bathing suits get smaller and shorter and shorter and shorter.
Right,
so.
and then now there's going to be another guy who's your age right now, like
Right.
or
Oh,
that you're
what's
at,
going on over
and
here?
he's like,
Whoa.
why are we still doing this? And then all of a sudden you don't get to wear that anymore, and you're back to long board shorts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that
or just
sucks.
wearing sweats to the beach, and who
Just
wants that?
sweat. Actually, bathing suits are getting smaller, and I approve.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you?
Until everybody's just naked on the beach, I'm not going to be happy.
I don't go to the beach anyway.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I haven't been to the beach in a long
Yeah,
time.
the son and I don't get along,
It's
so
it's
hot.
super.
and you have tattoos
Freaking
too.
hot.
That those
Yeah.
can get faded.
They can.
I mean, not that it's a guarantee if you do it, it's going to, but still.
Yeah.
It's crazy how hot. I mean, I know it gets hot in Florida, but it's been like
Here it's been.
yeah, it's been warm week. That's my favorite beginning to a song ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's been. I just love that part.
Okay.
I like to mix it with Stains. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I felt sorry.
I like Nickelback's "Look at This Photograph."
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph.
That's a good one.
I don't remember if I mentioned this, but there was a podcast I was listening to where they would do like the "It's Been" thing, and it was kind of like a running joke. But one time they were talking about Stains. It's been a while, and they said that the band went to like they came in like they flew in to like the city. They were going to go play like a live show and stuff. And when they flew into the city, they tweeted out said like, it's a long time since we've been here. And he's just like, why wouldn't you say it's been a while?
Right.
Like, why would that not be
Why?
your first thing to just type? It's been a while since we've been here.
They probably get that all the time.
Yeah,
Or
they
at least
probably
used
hate
to,
it. They
yeah.
probably hate it. I get it. Listen, if you're going to have a popular song, embrace it. Rick Astley does. We
He's
talked
no
about
stranger
that.
to love. You know the rules. So does he.
I do too. Yeah.
You know commitment, what he's thinking of.
I don't know.
Wouldn't
the
get
rest
this from any other guy.
Any other guy. Does he want to tell you? Feeling right. Trying to mark you on a plan. Now I'm sounding like Barry Gibbs
All right,
again.
go on, cat.
I'm sorry. The cat's actually laying next to me.
Never.
Get back, kitty. Get there, kitty. This is
We
the
were talking
first time
about
the cat's
anime
laid
earlier.
next
Nobody's been Metalocalypse fans. Does anybody ever watch that show?
to me. No.
No. I love that show.
That's Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I've heard good things, but just never.
It's about a band that has become so massively popular
That
that they have their own like sovereign state and stuff like that. Like they do shows and kill people at their shows, not purposefully, but like they're so reckless and stupid with their setups. It shows that they like dying at a death clock show is a big deal in that show. It's really fucking funny. Like they do this commercial, a coffee jingle. is death metal, and so they're pouring coffee out into the crowd, like hot coffee, to promote it, but it's like burning the flesh off of people's skin. I lost my eyeball at a Deathclaw concert. Deathclaw rules. Yeah,
That's cool. Never watched it.
yeah. It's a
I never really got into Adult Swim.
Rick and Morty? I mean, not really.
We talked about it,
Yeah?
but nah.
Yeah, it's just
Really,
not
neither
for
of you.
me.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
For me, I don't know what it is. It's kind of hard for me to just watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Not even if they're like made for grown-ups or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe I don't.
I love
don't
Aqua
connect
Teen
to it.
Hunger Force. That's a good one.
Yeah, see, I didn't even get into that. I watched South Park for a while. I know that's kind of different. And I watched Simpsons and Family Guy for like a couple seasons. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Old Family Guy. Good stuff. I haven't really
actually-
got into
yeah.
Family Guy.
Even Simpsons, like Adam, who was on the podcast like a while back now. He
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's here,
He loves The Simpsons, but he even admits like after like season 12 or whatever, it started going downhill. Then now they're on like season 30 or whatever.
Right. Maggie's still not any older.
No,
I mean, it's hard to come up with one original idea, let alone
but like that many episodes, and just keep going.
semi-original ideas.
I will watch The Simpsons eventually because I am going through the 100 greatest shows right now, and I'm watching all 100 greatest shows, except if
episodes of all 100?
all the episodes of the 100 greatest shows, except for if it's like if it's like the Daily Show. I'm not going to do that because I'm never going to catch up. So like that kind of stuff, because like any of those, but I'm going to watch all the other shows that are a part of it.
Yeah. Oh, got a little rain going.
Is it raining now? It's going to cool off
It
the
is.
house.
Yes, it is.
Get nice and cool.
Cool.
Cool,
When I get down.
You work tomorrow.
Two. Yeah. Yep.
You work tomorrow. Yeah.
The old Monday
I
through
took
Friday,
off.
9 to 5.
I took off tomorrow, just because of this.
Yeah. You need
Like
it.
I'm gonna go home after 6 o'clock and go straight to bed. But that doesn't mean I won't wake up Monday and just be dead.
I'll be interested to see if your body will let you go to sleep when you try to. Because you know, a lot of times when
Sometimes
you stay
it's-
up too late, too long, your body's like, nah, sorry, I forgot how to sleep.
So that's what happened to me around 9 a.m. this morning.
Right.
When the sun was finally out, my body was like, well, you're up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I feel great. Mm-hmm. My body is doing it, and now it's starting to...
It comes in waves.
That's why I might not even go to sleep right after everybody leave, like when you leave or whatever. I might wait till like 8 because I don't know if I'll be able to sleep more than 12 hours.
Right.
And I want to wake up at like 8.
normal time.
Yeah, so I don't know what time I'll go to sleep, but like,
You must be chock full of caffeine, both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where I was getting sick.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
kind of like not healthy right now.
I was like, I'm going to be drinking lots of water tomorrow.
Feel kind of like your heart's throbbing and
It's just like my stomach
I
just
haven't
feels
had
full,
that.
even though I haven't eaten
My stomach
much.
felt
Yeah.
full, and my
Yeah.
chest and stomach felt really hot.
bloating. And
I've really
It was
only,
like, I can't be doing this anymore.
I think I've only really done 2 coffees and 2 or 3 Red Bulls.
I had 2
Well,
coffees,
that's not
and
too
I
bad,
think
actually.
I had
Not
2
bad.
coffees, and I think 4 Mountain Dews. No, I haven't, because your buddy drank a couple of those
Yeah.
that were in there.
Yeah.
So, and I drank 1 Bang
Oof.
as well.
Yeah, Bang will do it.
Yeah, it will. Whoever says that has no sugar in it is a liar.
Yeah.
They're lying on the can.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It doesn't have sugar, but it's got like fructose, which is 3 times sugar.
I remember like at work, like they were trying to pass off the bangs. They went into the break room and like literally like just these 2 attractive girls walk in. They're like, "Want a bang?" And like everybody's like
Y'all took a
holding
bang?
in the joke. No, they're holding in the joke,
Oh
and they're
my
just
gosh.
like, "What's going on?" Because we didn't.
Yeah.
Nobody knew
What's
like what was
up?
going
What's
on.
up?
I didn't even know what a bang was then. And then
Can I talk to you in here?
Yeah, I got a room for this.
Bet you won't sell me that in here.
And then they just left.
I
a
would
bunch
love
of bangs
I
on
would
the
love
table.
selling that to dudes.
Yeah.
Want a bang?
Yeah.
Bro?
Want a bang?
Hey,
Bro,
bro.
it's just a bang between 2 dudes.
You
And
want a
then you
bang?
like.
Is it going?
Let me. Hey guys, we're having technical difficulties. It is
Yeah.
recording right now.
So here we are, right at 3 o'clock.
This is exactly what we said, like 22
hours. And here it was. We got a massive lightning strike. Massive's maybe an oversell. But,
No, but
it stopped
thunder-
the computer.
The thunder just
Yep.
struck, and it actually, I saw it pop up. It said like audio interface disconnected. So
Yep.
like this thing, something happened here where it just
It was
disconnected.
like, you want to get down on the
I thought you were
floor.
going to say it popped up with a thunder error.
Yeah. dude, listen, it's still recording. That's cool. But yeah, that was. I was just glad I caught it because we probably would have been still talking. I'm trying to keep an eye on the track the whole time. That's why when it looks like I'm not paying attention to you guys, sometimes I'm not. For sure. Yeah. It's just hard to like.
Sometimes I'm not.
Sometimes you guys just talk the whole time. Yeah, you guys just talk.
Well,
like,
there's that episode of
constantly.
Alter Ego that we were recording for 30 minutes and forgot, or I had bumped
and he hit
pause button.
he hit the
man.
And Becca was like, cool. So I haven't been recording.
The first,
and you can't remember everything you talked about. Like when you're writing a paper or something, and you lose it, and you're like, "Dang, that was a good paper. Let me try and rewrite it." And then, like, oh, this is shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is shit.
the first ever episode I ever tried to edit by myself, which was End of All Hope, episode 1. I was like, I'm going to try this out. It took me a long time. I was like 22 hours in. I was getting close to finishing, and I heard thunder and rain, and I'm like, just in case, let me save this before I lose power. Right when I click file, save, power shuts off. And I've already saved it before. I just didn't save it for maybe like the last couple hours. So I was like, or maybe like an hour or two. So I'm like, did that save? I'm like, all right, worst comes to worst. At least I might have lost like a couple hours, but I'm good. When I went to restart it, fucking file corrupted. Something happened because I clicked save right when the power cut off. It was like file corrupted. Couldn't find it, and that was when I almost quit podcasting. That first episode, I'm like, "Is it worth it? Is it worth it?" At this
let me
point?
work it.
Yeah, let me put this thing down, flip it,
reverse it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No, that was a very scary time.
Yeah, that's a
I
table
hated
flipping
that.
moment.
I couldn't believe it because I was like, worst comes to worst, I only lost a couple hours,
Right.
and it's like, no, your file's corrupted.
And even if you lose a couple hours, that's still pretty bad.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad, but it's like, no, the whole file, it's just gone. Sorry, you saved it right when a lightning strike happened.
Right?
Like, what the fuck?
That's awful.
Oh, well. Actually, we're getting close to the 3 o'clock mark.
There it is.
We can save it. We can stop it up, export it. 2 more
Flip it
hours.
and reverse it.
Flip it and reverse it. Do that fling. I do not like Missy Elliott, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
Well, she's a big fan of the show, so.
Well, when she calls
Shout
in,
out to
I
Missy.
will tell her to her face.
Missy, Rob is.
Missy,
been up a while.
Rob, Missy.
Missy, he's been up for a long time. Give him some.
He's
give him a
getting
break.
a little, he's getting like a little much,
Yeah.
Things irk him a little bit more than they normally do.
Yeah, she just texted me. Need to take him to church.
Get him take me to church.
Take him to church.
Come on, Kat, you're like fucking.
Cat's
Okay.
like fucking.
Anyways, well, let's wrap it up here. I'm going to save it. We're at the 3 o'clock mark. Nick, we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
It's
cool.
been fun.
It's been
It's been wow.
Real fun to be on
since
here.
real fun on the 24-hour podcast.
It is raining now, so the next 2 hours, it might be kind of loud in the background, and hopefully we don't lose power.
That'd be really super cool if we didn't lose power. So, Zeus, you're
Use your magic,
listening.
please.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zeus.
Use your healing unicorns and whatever.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yep. Take it easy. This has been a 7 Lamb production.